Hello, friends. Welcome to Akul Bank Business channel. And in our leadership section, we will be joined by a very eminent, very well known speaker globally. His name is Kevin Cottam, and he is a Canadian. He's a big personality actually. And he is joining us from Portugal today. So, without further ado, we will welcome Kevin and discuss about the power of connection to reopen the global businesses. So let's welcome him.
Hello, Chandra. It's great to be with you again.
I'm trying to patch Kevin here. Just give me a moment. Yes,
Hello,
Kevin, I can
Chandra.
see you now.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can see you now.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Kevin.
Oh, okay,
Welcome
great.
to the show.
Thank you so much, Chandra. It's wonderful to be here. And as I was saying to you earlier, I've just arrived in Lisbon and I'm just very excited to be here and start a new journey in this fine country of Portugal. And it's beautiful and sunny this morning.
Good to see you after a few months. And in my pleasure to have a talk session with you last year, but I think this year, and the topic of discussion today is how do we leverage our connections or the power of our connections to reopen global business. So what is your opinion? And by the way, before you start, Kevin, I want to tell viewers that we are live right now across all social media platforms. If you have any question, you can use the chat function. It will just come in front of our eyes and read out your question, and Kevin can respond. So over to you, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks very much for that question. And let me share with you a few things that I think that has really been going on. Of course, we all know that COVID has created a lot of connections in a very different virtual world. And we've lost that human connection of the touch and the feel and to be in the energy of somebody in a live setting. And now we are coming back to that, which is absolutely wonderful. And people are really enjoying it very much. And some people are living the hybrid life. And certainly some people are still wanting to work from home. But there's this, let me share with you a story, which I think is actually important here in the understanding of the importance of connection, not just globally in an organization, but as a human factor. Is that when I was doing my research for my book, The Nomadic Mindset, Never Settle for Too Long, a leadership book, I spent time with three nomadic cultures. And one of the nomadic cultures I spent time was the Berbers in southern Morocco in the Sahara. And so I went off with my guide and my photographer and my translator and driver, and we stopped off at a place in the Rocky Sahara in this man's hut with his family. And of course, he greeted us, and we went and we spent time doing the whole tea ceremony. It was quite wonderful to understand each other. And of course, I didn't speak Arabic, but there was this amazing connection was being developed through the tea ceremony of where my guide was having a conversation with the master of the house, and he was actually sharing about me and about why am I there, why is this person there exploring, and where has he been, and he was telling him about my trip with the nomadic cultures and also leadership. And so at one point, after we had stopped having the drinks of tea, he said to me, now you can ask your questions. And I sort of thought, well, why can I ask my questions now? But anyway, I thought that's in a conversation for later. So I asked a variety of questions of the master and of the house. And what happened was at one point, he asked me a question, which I was quite startled by. And he asked me the question, what makes us all similar? He didn't say what makes us different. He may ask us what makes us similar. And that threw me back in some sort of thinking, well, what does that mean? And considering the nomadic cultures that I had been to. And then I thought about that and extended that out further. And I realized that this is a connection we have globally as individuals, whether it be energetically, culturally, We all know some differences, but the similarities are is the human connection is absolutely vital for us to be able to transmit, to communicate at a different level, to be able to do business in a different level, to be able to feel in different ways. Sure, this television that we're on now, in actual fact, is a great way, but it's not the theater. You know, the theater is really the live connections. And that's what's really extremely important here is the theater and not just the broadcast. And I think that this is really important for all of us.
Kevin, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Kevin? Can you hear me, Kevin? I can't hear you. Your voice is not coming through. Kevin, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Kevin? I think we are having some difficulty in Kevin's connection. Let me try and patch him back because I could not hear him and neither he could hear what I was saying. So let me try and patch him again. Can you hear me, Kevin? Your voice is not coming to me. Can you hear me? Say, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Some. Can you remove this mic and go back to the normal mic? I still can't hear you. You can. There is a mic option down below. You can select the right mic from there, next to the camera. Okay, Kevin, I will end the stream and probably we will restart it after 10 minutes. Um, and we will resolve the tech issues and we will restart this program.